very, very different. So oracles in blockchain technology typically act as bridges between blockchain networks and real world data. So this allows smart contracts to access external information. If you're a developer, you understand that the way Solidity works is that it performs read and write operations without so much as having the ability to carry out activities like your normal web applications would if you integrate webhooks. Yeah. So typically, that would mean that once you have deployed an immutable contract, you are not able to change its logic. And take, for instance, if you just deployed one contract and you set the price of BTC against BTC against USDT on that contract, right, at a certain given time and deploy that contract. So that would mean that that contract will never change. The price would always remain the same. Yeah. So, but oracles exist for us to be able to integrate with Oracle technology, which is still made available via smart contracts, into our own smart contracts, and then be able to read off-chain data and present it on-chain. So such data could be weather reports at a certain time, token prices at a certain time, whether token against fiat or fiat against fiat. Any real world data that changes per time, but you want to present on chain and then store it as an immutable proof of record, we use oracles to be able to get that data. So you can see from the diagram that we have a data source, which represents an oracle, and then a data source which could represent any real world data. Any real world data in this instance could be weather data, plane traffic data, leaderboard data stored in another DB, or sports data, say scores from different teams playing against each other. You know, any kind of real world data that you would want to present on chain, but proof that it is correct at that particular point when it was added at that particular block, therefore establishing a chain history on information. So oracles help us get all of that data. So from the image, you can see that we have a data source. You can see that we have a data source, and then we have an oracle that gets the data from the data source and then puts the data on chain, you know, via smart contracts, and we are able to like ingest it via our dApps and present it to the user, right? So moving on, like I said, smart contracts are unable to fetch external data on their own. So we therefore have to use oracles to ensure real-time accurate and trust minimized data. So one of those oracles that we have recently brought on to Somnia, it's DIA. So what is DIA? DIA, DIA, stands for Decentralized Information Access. So they are an open source oracle platform. You know, they provide off-chain data feeds that can be ingested by dApps on chain. So why DIA, right? We integrated DIA because they aggregate data from multiple sources. So this reduces the instances where you would have a single point of failure, right, from single party data providers. So that would mean that at every time that there's a refresh on DIA, that data that you're getting, it's correct to the very second at which that data is ingested. And you can customize how you want to interact with the data that DIA presents, right? You can even select, you know, the various assets that you want to track. And it is, of course, trustless and very, very transparent, right? So all data is open source and auditable. So developers can take a look for themselves and decide if they want to integrate or not. So Like I said, we recently added Dia to Somnia, and the contract address is available, and we have already added a page to the docs. But before going into that, where I'm going to be sharing that updates on the docs, we are just going to have a quick demo on how Dia works. Currently, the supported assets available on top of Somnia are listed, right? And then the update frequency right now, it's about 120 seconds, right? So that's just a slight deviation of 0.5%, which will be marginal. If you're looking up token prices, for example, to the to the degree of about say 8 decimal places, say the last two numbers on the decimal places having that degree of deviation. So I need to be certain that you can still see my screen. So if you can still see my screen, please kindly indicate that in the comments. Let me know that I'm carrying everyone along. Thank you. And you still see my screen. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your replies. Thank you for your replies. Thank you for your replies. So moving on, I'm going to present a demo right now, and then I am going to have to share a separate screen for the demo. So 1 second, I'm just going to bring the music back so that I'm able to switch screens between the demos and then show you how Dia works in practice. So stay tuned, do not leave. Thank you. Right. So I need you to confirm that you can still see my screen, because this is a good opportunity for those of you who have been having challenges connecting MetaMask, for us to quickly talk about that. So I'm just going to start this process over again by refreshing my screen, right? So that I can show you how to inject MetaMask. So reload sites. I'm just going to select the particular project. Now you can see that it has reset the environment and it's not injecting MetaMask at this point. So a lot of people have had challenges where when you click on inject MetaMask, right, it brings it up, but it does not bring up your account. So typically what I have advised is if you click on the drop down and the account still doesn't show, what you want to do is go to your remix, right? Go to your remix, try switching between accounts, right? So when I switch between accounts, you see that it shows my list of accounts, and then I select the particular account that I want to interact with, right? So that typically solves that for Remix. So right now we are on the test net. This is a very simple implementation of the DIA Oracle. It is already available in the docs, and I am going to be sharing the link in the chat for those who would want to take a look and start building their own implementation already, right? So I have just shared it in the chat, Murat. So this is the address of the Oracle environment deployed on top of testnet, right? And what we want to get here, it's price info at a particular timestamp or price of a particular token key pair. So I'm just going to quickly deploy this smart contract, right, on top of testnets. I'm going to get a MetaMask notification to confirm the deployment. And then once it deploys, of course, Somnia is very fast. There you have the transaction finalized already, right? That's what we mean by faster finality. So this is the smart contract, and we can get a particular, price for a token key pair. Let's say BTC over USD, right? So we should get a prompt for that transaction, confirm it, and it's going to return the price to us, right? So it says it gives the price, it returns the price back. That transaction has been executed. So let's send it again. Confirm. Once our transaction is finalized, let's get the latest price. The time. Still not coming through just yet. Use the get price info as well. Confirm it. It's going to store it in memory, and then we are going to be able to see it. Yeah, there you have it. So that's the latest price for BTC over USD at this time, right? So BTC, it's to the 8 decimal places. So you want to count 8 decimal places, and that should give us 85k over 607. So if we go check the price of BTC online, you would find that the deviation isn't that much different from the results that we got on chain, right? So this is the data on chain, 85607 at a particular timestamp, and then that is like 85603, right? So this is what Oracle is able to help us do. So you're able to take this information and ingest it into a smart contract, right? And why is that important? Because aside from token information, there are like a plethora of other use cases where this, it's very, very important. So back into our demo session, the Quails team, quail.dev, I'm going to be adding you, sending a request to add you to the stage. And then we are going to have a short session with the Quails team for them to demo their products and for the community to get to know what it is that they are building. Awesome. So moving on, use the dev. So that's the link to the documentation page. So you can take a look. I think I already dropped into the comments. I'm just going to drop it off again for those that missed it. Right? You can go take a look. So I'm trying to find your account and bring you up on stage. Quiz or dev. Give me a minute, please. Thank you everyone for joining the session. And while I'm bringing up the quiz.dev team, always remember that you can suggest tutorial topics, then would create the content that you want to see in the documentation. So, yes. So I just sent an invitation to you, quiz.dev. Oh, awesome. Kindly confirm if you're able to share your screen.
Hi guys, do you hear me?
Yes, yes, loud and clear. We can hear you, Bora. Good to have you here.
Okay, and I can't stream into this channel right now.
Um, you're unable to share your screen. I'm going to stop
Yeah.
sharing. See if you can share.
Yeah, I guess I'm able to share right now.
Awesome.
Let me see. And what is that? No, I can't stream into this channel still.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me fix that. Let me let me fix that. But can you see the share your screen button at the bottom of your?
Yeah, I can, but when I hover over it, it says you cannot stream into this channel.
Oh, okay.
I just joined the Somnia Discord today. Maybe that's why. I'm verified though.
You are verified. I need to figure out why you're able to share. Okay, 1 second. Um, do you mind quickly disconnecting and joining back? Let's see if that fixes it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
okay, let's do that. Okay, so guys, while we wait for Bora to be back, the website is quiz.phone. Please make sure you stay to the end of the session because we're going to be having a little bit of fun, figuratively and literally, um, just playing a Kahoot game at the end. And then the quiz.phone team is going to demo their projects for you to see people that are building on top of testnets. And like I said earlier, if you are building any applications on testnets, please do well to schedule a call with me. And we would have a one-on-one session. Please note that You should only schedule those a call with me if you are actively building on top of testnets, um, and then we'll be able to have an in-depth conversation. So I'm here trying to fix this for quiz. Okay, awesome. But while we wait, you can quickly visit the website on your devices. Okay, it's back here. Awesome. So I'm just going to stop sharing. Confirm that if you can share your screen now.
No, I still can't.
They can't. That's
Yeah, unfortunately.
hold on. Let's see. Let's see how we can get around this. Just
Maybe
give me.
I can open a Google Meet and then maybe you can share the screen over there. I don't know.
That would work, but there would be some kind of voice overlap. So I think one of us would have to mute.
Yeah.
But let's do that. Just open up a Google Meet, send it to me via DM, and then I would stream your screen from there here.
Okay.
Yeah. So that is what we do here at Somnia. We move quickly, thinking on our feet. We don't quit in front of challenges or obstacles, and we are very grateful to the community for standing with us from the very beginning. For those of you that have been here, Murat, see the audience showing up every week while we do this. It's a delight to have you all here. Then again, please stay with us to the end, and then you can visit the documentation, take advantage of the learning resources, and get to build your projects on top of testnets. It's not really a permissions issue. I think it's something that I would have to resolve for the next section that we're going to have. Thank you for sharing that. Okay, so I'm setting it up and then I'm going to bring him up very soon. Just give me a minute. Okay, if you can hear me, Bora, I'm asking to be let in on the meet. Okay, so you can share your screen on the call.
I yeah. Uh, I do hear you twice.
Yeah, so share your screen. Share your screen on the Google Meet.
Okay. And let's share it entire window and that would be it. But you
Awesome.
cannot. Yeah, you can see, right?
Yes, I can see it. I just have to like select it and share it. So before we get into all of this, right, I'm just going to leave it in the background and then I'm just going to be asking some questions, right? I want to understand a couple of things about how you got to build quiz.form.
Mm-hmm.
So, quick one, right? Where are you based and what actually inspired you to build quiz.form?
Actually, we are an NFT project, and we wanted to be real. We wanted to build a strong community, NFT community on Somnia. We saw Somnia as a really good place to build on, and we started to build the NFT project. And as a developer, I didn't want to just create an NFT because it's not much development. Yes, it is still development, but it's more like community development, and I wanted to uh, make more and provide more to our community, to our wonderful people. And I planned this website as a just a quick interaction with Somnia via uh, our website. So we just planned it to like a GMGN Good Morning channel, just that, and we thought that would be great. It in the initial plan, the messages weren't there. It was just transactions, just to make people interact with Somnia. Then I thought, why not? We are adding messages through uh, events. So we added messages, and that's why the initial version of it, it was just 32 character size limit. And yesterday we updated the website. We have a lot of more things to do on the website right now, and we increased the character size limit to 128 to make it more like a chat.
That is really insightful, right? And that's a deep background into what you have achieved here, because all of this is completely on chain, yeah. And
Yeah,
that leads me to
completely.
ask, like, away from quiz.phone, how long have you been building Web3 applications?
I have been building Web3 applications for almost 3 years right now. Before that, I was a game developer, and I was working on my projects. And then in the last bull run in 2021, I came across with crypto, and I started to thinking about it. I realized how beautiful it is, the philosophy of it and the technology. And I wanted to build an MMO actually on blockchain. So that is how I got into the blockchain. And since then I was working for a big company for the blockchain development. I was responsible for the blockchain integration to the game. It was a double A plus game, and now I quit my job to build queues on Somnia, and we are long way to go with Somnia right now.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. I think you basically told us the features that you have built, and then you have also shipped new updates. But just for those in the back of the room that possibly didn't hear, what programming tools and technologies did you use to develop Quills?
We used for the website we used Next.js, and for the components for the Web3 components we used Rainbow Kit and Wagmi libraries, and it was really good. It was really great and easy to work with Somnia, because Somnia has a really good integration on all of these technologies.
That is great. That is great. Thank you for that feedback, right? And that leads me to ask you the next question before you present a demo. How has your experience
Mhm.
been building on Somnia? Any particular challenges or highlights?
As a developer, it was really friendly environment. So I developed on ZK Sync as well, and there wasn't that there was some differences. It wasn't 100% EVM compatible on ZK Sync, and there was some problems that you need to think about, you need to be careful about. And for Somnia, it's 100% EVM compatible, and it works with a lot of tools like Remix. It works with Hardhat. I deployed the contract with Hardhat and verified it with Hardhat. It was a problem, for example, verifying the uh, contract on ZK Sync with Hardhat at the time when I was working on. But for the on the Somnia, it was really smooth, and really good experience to develop on.
That is great to hear. So I'm just going to share your screen from the Google Meets, and then we can have a quick demo session. You just walk us through. So 1 second while I share that screen. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Uh, as you can see, I divided the screen into two screens, and from here, if we refresh the pages, you can see everyone is typing something, and when you connect to website for the first time, you need to authenticate your wallet, because we have uh, backend and database behind the scenes. And when you go to the your profile, your wallet's first digits becomes your Quill's name automatically. And if you connect with your Discord account, like this one, we get your Quill's name from your Discord username instead of your wallet address. So if I type something here, hello world, and we have emojis here, and here this one for the, yeah, for the review users, there's sometimes a gas limit problem, and if you set the gas limit manually by uh 50,000, and hello world is gone, and if I go to here, and now I can see hello world is here, and I can tag the other people, like if I type at, I can see all of the people here, and I can, if I tag it, then hello sir, for example, send your fun, let's confirm it, and it's here. And normally it was the chat was really live right now, but we are having some problems with the RPC. So for the last 2 days, if I go back and forth or refresh the page, I can see the hello sir, oh yeah, hello sir text, and with the tagging. So this is the chat version. This is the chat feature of the website, and we implemented a token contract deploy, because we saw some people are just trying to deploy a contract to just interact with Somnia in a different way. Just make some footprints on it in a different way, and we saw they were having problems with the remix and all that stuff, because it can be problematic, the remix, and we made it really easy to work with our website. For example, the Hangouts 3, if I were to launch a token here, and the supply would be this much, I guess that would be okay. And if I hit the control, yeah, now it's launched, it's created, deployed. And the important part is, I will come to important part. You have the contract address. If you go to, if you import the token into your wallet, you can see the it didn't get, let's see again, yeah, DH3. You can see the all of the token supply is on your wallet, and you can send the tokens to your friends and just have fun, because there's no monetary thing right now. It's testnet. It's all about experiencing Somnia, testing on Somnia, building on Somnia, and having fun on Somnia. And you can create your own token, add it to your MetaMask, send it to your friends, And the important part is this token launch. We don't have a factory contract that deploys the contract. You are the one who deploys the contract. And if we go to here and we are on Explorer, we can see that here we are the deployer, like just like that. And we first did it with a factory contract. It was easier, but we thought that deployer should be the owner. So because they are doing that to be seen as or to deploy something. So we changed it. So you are the deployer right now by using our websites and contract deploy feature. And that's it for Quill's adventure for now. But there will be a lot of things in the future.
That is very delightful. Sorry, Ross, that we couldn't make the screen any fuller than it is. I'm gonna be finding ways to get a more detailed recording from Bora, and then we can share that with the community. I hope that's fine, Bora.
Yeah, that's totally fine for me.
Okay, great. Yes, Leo, like Bora mentioned, the ROPC read operations are being worked on presently. So if you experience any delays on there, that is what is actually happening in that regard. So thank you very much for that demo. That is very, very delightful. For those who have not interacted with Quills before, the website is quills.fun. So you do well to visit the website and interact with it. So, Bora, just one last question before you make an exit.
Yeah.
Um, what are the next steps for Quills right now on testnet? You already said you shipped some updates. And then, of course,
Yeah.
more importantly, what everybody wants to know, what are the next steps after testnet? So first one is what are the next steps for testnet? And then what are the next steps after testnet?
Testnet is a big opportunity to develop and build things that you don't want to try on a mainnet. So, and Somnia testnet is one of the best because it's really fast. And we want to, first of all, we want to build something related to NFTs. So if you are right now, you cannot create an NFT on Somnia, but we will have a tool for you to create your NFT and play with it with in some ways and share it with others, and it will be kind of like a marketplace, but not like not fully a marketplace. It will be uh, a place for you to create your NFT and fractionalize it, break into it pieces and share with others, like just like you share the tokens. And this will be the next step for us, and it will be followed by an entertainment system. We believe the Somnia is the one of the best places and to build really on-chain programs, on-chain games. So we will be focusing on creating an so to say, an amusement part on chain, a big giant amusement part. So it will be a place to go and play some on chain games with your friends or with your community, and you can hold tournaments and you can do all that stuff. And we have other things to do in our mind. We will do all of those things in the testnet, and we will carry them out on the mainnet because the goal is to make a live and exciting mainnet, and the testnet is the perfect place to get ready for it.
That is delightful to hear, and thank you very much for making out the time to be with us on this call. So everyone, please kindly say a word of thank you to the Quills team represented here by Bora in the comments. And please kindly do well to visit the website and keep having fun, keep sending quills. Do you call them quills, Bora?
What?
No, I was asking you if you call them quills, the messages. What do you call the messages? So keep sending messages on quills.fun. Never mind Bora. But please just help me say thank you to Bora in the comments. And if you need to work with Bora, I'm just going to tag him in the comments. So that is his handle. You can always, step up to him in the community, say hello. Because here in the community, we are very, very keen on growing together. So thank you very much, Bora, for
Yeah.
doing this.
Thank you for your time, and have a great time, everybody. See you.
Yeah, thank you, thank you, thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. Quills.fun. If you haven't yet tried out the application, please visit the website and do that. So we are getting close to the end of today's session, and I know a lot of people have been waiting for this time to play a Kahoot. So we're just going to go into that, play the Kahoot. But before then, we're going to close out with the Kahoot. Just a quick set of updates. If you're interested in hosting virtual and in real life events, I shared this link last week. Please apply. So then again, note that there will always be different opportunities in the ecosystem. You do not have to jump on an opportunity if it does not suit you, right? So only apply if you know that you're interested in hosting events. There would always be other opportunities that you can possibly, take advantage of. And of course, I'm still collating information for developers that are actively building projects on testnet. So if that is you, kindly fill this form, and then I'll be able to set up a call with you. And then before we go into the Kahoot, we'll close out. The last thing I would need you guys to do, and then I'll load up the Kahoot, is to fill the session feedback form. This is important to us because you'll notice that every week we improve on the results that you give us, and then we adjust according to those results, right? So what I want for this week is to ask, right? I know some time zones is 11 p.m. It's almost 12 a.m. So I want to ask, do you want us to move these sessions to an earlier time in the day? If the answer is yes, please in the any additional comments or overall feedback, kindly indicate in this session on the session feedback form if you want us to move the time earlier. So I'm just going to give 2 minutes for you to fill out the feedback form, and then I'm going to come back and end it with a Kahoot session. Thank you.